I don't know how good this video is going to turn out because I am now driving. So we'll see. Normally I'm in the passenger seat, so I get to video. But there were a couple of obstacles back there that needed some maintenance and whatnot, and one that didn't need maintenance but needed a spotter, and he wanted me to practice off-roading, so he decided that he was going to spot me through it. So I'm pretty good about spotting, like to that rock in front of us. I will be going to the driver's side of it, to the left. And when you're spotting people, it's just easier if you say driver or passenger side. So I will be going driver, and he'll make hand signals as he walks in front. But he's just clearing out some of the brush. It got really overgrown. We had a big monsoon this year. Not gonna kill the bushes. They're, you know, there for a reason. Just make it so that it is passable, so others don't come through and run over the bushes. We'd rather trim them back. Just do a little bit of trail maintenance. He just got hit in the head. Oops. Just making sure people who come down here, it's safe for them to go through. And this is like a major boulder field. This is why it's called Pumpkin Smasher. Because if you do not have the right tire placement, those big boulders will grab your pumpkin. And I'm not an experienced off-roader, so I'm just taking it nice and easy. Watching him, paying attention to what might and might not grab me, and making sure that I have good tire placement so the rocks lift me up instead of going underneath the vehicle where I can get high centered or whatnot. So I have run this trail before. This is my second time, but we had really bad monsoons this year, which have created crazy obstacles. So you saw him hold up the thing telling me to stop. So there's a tree to the driver. You see it's dead. It's been broken off, but that's where the trail goes. And right in front of us is a huge hole. So what Dwayne's going to do is he's going to pull that tree out of there. I'm going to actually put the Jeep in park. In case he needs help, I can jump out and get him. And we're going to pull that down into the hole. And then I'll probably go up and around. I am getting out. He's hooking up. He's going to use the winch. And this is more...
Got the remote.
It's on that side.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's under my seat.
It shouldn't be. I set it on your seat.
Then my butt was sitting on my seat.
Get out a little.
Okay, I'm going to try to work the winch from inside.
Out. Right.
Out.
Come forward.
Oh. He's giving me directions and I am trying to pay attention, but
Straighten up. Whoa. 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 Stop.
okay, so I moved forward for him. He's pulling the winch out. I can't really show you what he's doing because he's off to the driver's side. But he's going to wrap up this tree. It's pretty big. Here, let's do this way. Show you. It's bright over there. Can't hardly see. But he's wrapping around the tree. And I am up forward enough so that when we pull it, it will go down. There's a major hole right in front of us. So I had this all perfect set up. I gotta try to set you guys back up. There we go.
In.
You want me to hold it in, or you want me to just bump it? Or you want to take it? So we are pulling the tree, and the tree is pulling the Jeep a little. It's a big tree. It's dead, but it's a big tree. I was holding the brake tight so that I didn't roll forward any. Because there is a huge washout hole in front of me. Now the buggy can go through it with no problem. He'll straddle it on the rocks and go up. But the Jeep doesn't have as much flex, so we're gonna take the bypass on this one. Now it looks like it's going to be climbing off camber. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But Dwayne knows what he's doing, and I get scared, I get nervous, but I know that he won't put me in a bad situation. Or at least I hope he wouldn't. He wouldn't on purpose. But the ground out here is loose, and sometimes stuff will give away, and he has no way to know that. That's why we pre-run trails when we're going to be doing a trail guide. But unfortunately, in 2 days, because we're doing the guide out here in 2 days, this trail can change again. If we get a rain, if people decide to come through, I mean, a million things can happen. Now, the way I would take this particular one so that I wasn't as far off camber is I would back up to get my rear end further over to my passenger side right now. And I would try to come over at it at an angle. You'll see when I turn, you'll understand what I was talking about. But he might have me take a different angle. I'm pretty sure he'll take the same angle that would take though. It's going to be off camber. No matter which way I do it, it's going to be off camber. And I don't like off camber. I don't like being in the passenger seat when I'm off camber. I definitely don't like driving off camber. But it's going to be a small climb off camber. Then I'll turn into it and be off camber a little bit there. Then just go basically right, hugging the bush around. And I'll come out on the other side. And I know there's a lot of pauses, just he's clearing up the trail for me up there so he can see what the rocks actually look like. And this is another reason trail maintenance is so important. So there was a tree there, but this is actually part of the trail. So that tree was in the middle of the trail. And if people didn't realize that was part of the trail, they would either be stuck here, turn around and go back, or they would go off trail somewhere else to get through. You see branches flying into the camera's view. That's him clearing the trail for me to go up and around. So this, when you're doing this part, it's very important that you realize your wheelbase from side to side. You know the width of your vehicle, not the length, the width. The length is important in other situations, but in this particular one, when you're going up, you've got to figure out where your driver and your passenger tire are going to be. So it'll pick you up sooner so you don't have that big off camber, especially when there's going to be a hole right behind you. So you want both tires climbing at the same time. One may be climbing a little bit higher, will put you off camber, but you want them both to be climbing at the same time. And seeing that it's like a U shape that I'll be going up, you got to make sure you tire placement.
Bring the RPMs up a little.
Okay, I had to let off the brake. I had to bring the RPMs up so that it gave it more juice for the winch. Oh, sorry. I thought you shook your head and was telling me, okay, good.
Not that high. Okay, I'm gonna need you to back up. And when you do, turn
Passenger?
yeah, turn all passenger.
So he is having me back up, which I figured he would. Hold on, I gotta give him a bad thing that I quit and he didn't. So like I was saying, he is having me go all passenger to get me lined up properly, which is what I figured he would do.
Lock all four.
Okay, he wants
Down and down.
down and down.
They both flashing.
No, they just both went to the lock sign. So he's taking me up a different path than I would take, and that's going to put me more off camber, I think. But I'm going to just listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. And it's hard to not watch where I'm going and watch him instead. I am off camber and I don't like that. But I am climbing with both wheels. I have sun right in my eyes, so I have trouble seeing them. I can't see. I can't see you.
Go. Go. Keep going. Keep rolling or you're gonna fall. Keep rolling.
I got him yelling at me. I can't see him at all, so.
That tire was right next to that hole.
I couldn't see you at
You
all.
don't have to. Listen.
He said, I don't need to see him. I just need to listen. It's like we haven't been married forever and a day. Like, he doesn't know me at all. I don't listen to nobody. I am sitting off camber. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but I'm sitting here off camber, but I am past the major hole, I think. Can't see where he's at right now. He's trimming up some bushes for me because that's the route I've got to take. But that obstacle is really gnarly. And I don't know how much y'all could see coming up that, when I came up that obstacle we just went up. The one to our passenger side is really gnarly. The one we came up, not so bad. It's just really off camber and it feels bad. But I could not see him even a tiny bit. Like, the sun was blinding me and I could not see him. So he was yelling at me to keep moving. I guess my rear passenger tire was right next to the hole. And if I didn't, and it pitched back at all, I was going over. So he got me up to a safe spot, a semi-safe. I'm still off camber quite a bit, but he got me to a semi-safe spot and is clearing a path so that you can see where the trail is. You can see old tire marks where they have been gone through over and over again, but stuff grows up. The bushes grow up. We don't take them out, take the bushes out. So if we don't take them out, we've got to keep them trimmed back to keep those trails visible, and so everybody knows you can take that path or this path, and if you can't take that path, this one's available. Don't go off trail, not in this area. So that's the importance of him trimming these trees back. It makes the path very, very visible. Luckily, we've done this trail before, so we know the path. Plus, we know what to look for to find the path. So we're not going to go off trail and ruin places that shouldn't be ruined. And you just saw him, he was pulling out pieces because he wants to cut as little as possible and still make it passable. So he's seeing where things connect. If he can cut just one piece of a branch to make the entire thing go away, that's what he's gonna do. If he needs to cut a couple smaller ones and leave the big one behind, yeah, he's just gonna try to do as little as possible with making it passable. Unlock. And that's up twice, right? So I got out of that area. We'll watch him. He's going to tell me where I'm going to go. So we're going to stay high. I could have just gone over that, baby. He moved a rock out of my way that I could have gone over. Now up here, I would go to the passenger side and go up on the rock that he's right by. I don't know if I'm wide enough. I would go this way. Really? See, he's telling me to go a different way than I would go. Now he's telling me hard passenger. So he just wanted me up a little bit further. He said little. So I had to back up all the way passenger and then go forward all the way driver. I gotta straighten up. So I'm trying to miss certain rocks so I don't hit my diff. Now I'm gonna put my passenger on that rock and that rock there. And I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but I'll be climbing with my passenger here in a second. Just a small rock. So I'm basically just keeping my tires so that I keep up high enough so I don't hit my diff on anything. Now I'm gonna come all the way over here and turn back into these. That got my rear end over so I don't get stuck on my rear end. Middle. So I'm going to be climbing with my passenger tire on a rock here. Go very slow, easy peasy. So if I haven't said so already, this is Pumpkin Smasher. Dwayne is balancing on a rock. Then I'm going to go up and over with my driver tire. And then I got a couple more here. I'm going to start climbing with my driver tire first. And then right after, I'll be climbing with my passenger tire. Just on a couple rocks. Oh, Dwayne's picking up trash. Woohoo! Go Dwayne! Whenever you're on trail, if you see trash, make sure y'all pick it up. I already have, when I was out taking videos earlier, I was picking up trash and throwing it in the back as well. But I'm going to be climbing with my driver first. So I'm going to go a little off camber one way, and then I'll start driving there. I'm going to go with the other way. And you do that so that you're lifting your underbelly and all your sides and your pumpkins and everything up. So that those rocks, instead of hindering you, they're actually helping you. They're helping get you up high enough so that you're not gonna belly out. So you're constantly, you got to pay attention to when you're out here. You got to figure out, okay, which rocks do I need to climb? Which rocks do I need to avoid? And having a spotter is great, but unfortunately we don't always have spotters. So I have driver's side diff, I believe, in this Jeep. I know it's on the buggy, it's driver's side diffs. So he will make sure that when he's got to do something, he's pulling his driver's side up when he's driving the buggy, so he doesn't belly out or get that diff caught. So you have to know where your diffs are underneath, which unfortunately I say that and I don't know where mine are on the Jeep. But if you know where they are, it'll help you on trail, because you'll know which side of the vehicle you need up higher when you're going through a boulder field. Now here, I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but there is a washout right about where Dwayne is now, and I cannot see my camera, so there's a washout, and I'm gonna have to stay over to the driver's side and ride that rock, and it's gonna feel really ugly at some points, because it's gonna be like I'm down on the driver's side, but it'll be fine. It's not enough of a pitch. It's just gonna feel ugly, but I'm gonna let them trim it up, and I'll be right back. So guys, I am gonna let you see me for a little while I'm driving. He is still doing the trail maintenance and whatnot, but I figured I would just come on and say hi, y'all. You get to ride with me. Usually Dwayne drives, so I don't, like I said, I've done this trail before. There was one part that I had to do the bypass on because I'm a chicken. And we don't have a lot of time today. It would take me, I'm a slow driver. I don't drive fast. And this really can be a trail you can finish in like 45 minutes. But we're doing the trail maintenance, cleaning it up, stuff like that. So we don't get a lot of chances where he gets to spot me. I've done this trail before, and I've done the first half of Fins and Things before, and I've done Baby's Lines back like a bunch of times. But those are the only trails I have ever done, because I get tremors, and you can see I'm shaking. Oh, Dwayne's getting a phone call. Okay guys, I am back, and we have a game plan, I think. Let me turn you around so you can actually see. Dwayne giving me my directions. I'm falling in a little bit of a hole. The poor man's got to tell his wife how to do what he knows how to do easy. It's like second nature to him. And trying to explain to somebody like me, who I'm not a driver, I feel so bad for him. And I get frustrated with him, because I'm like, he's so good at it. And I watch him. I can, outside the vehicle, I can give directions. I know where we're supposed to go. But inside the vehicle is a little different. So, especially a big old Jeep where you can't see your tires, not like his buggy. Woohoo, we got an interesting area. I'm waiting for him to hold up that stop sign. What's it look like on the other side? Okay guys, I'm gonna pause you. I gotta get out and take a look at this to figure out which way. What do you mean don't get out? You want me to choose? I have to get out. Which way is going to be better and easier for me? Not you, me. Okay. You did not say a little. I'm turning that way. Am I turning that way?
Yeah. Now hard enough. Spin that big butt.
Okay. I'm pressing the gas.
Hard, 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 hard.
Okay. I am turning hard to the driver's side. So I'm riding along this ridge and trying to go exactly where he tells me to go, because I'm guessing I'm gonna ride that tire right up that ridge. So one thing I've noticed when I'm doing this is he's telling me to make motions, but if I just kind of loosen my grip, the Jeep actually knows where it needs to go. It isn't a foolproof thing, but so far it has been that way. So I'm avoiding some rocks here. So I'm going back and forth. You see on the trail, and kind of going back and forth, going left to right, driver to passenger. Let me get up here so you can get the lofters. And I'll be right back, guys. So how you guys think I'm doing so far? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Let me turn you back around. Moving again. And you see he just was kind of pointing out that rock. He's telling me make sure that I put my driver's tire up on that rock. Now I would have taken a different path, but he is way, way more experienced than me. So I'm gonna listen to him. And now he's in between two rocks that I'm sure I'm gonna climb. I'm gonna do passenger on that one. Oh, he's not having me climb it. I would have climbed it. He's gonna have me go around it. And that's where experience comes into play. Because I would have climbed that with my front tire, and he had me go around it. And I'm sure I'm going to stay to the driver's side as far as possible on this one to try to climb that thing. And I'm going to have bushes in my face. Bushes in my face. Bushes in my face. Now this one here, you can see just past Dwayne on the driver's side. You can see it looks like it goes down. It does. There's a major washout there. So I will be going around where Dwayne just was. And then I'm going to go hard passenger side to stay out of that washout. I'm going to pause it here until we're ready to go. Okay, we're back. We cleared it out so that it come this way, and then I'm just gonna ride along the edge here. It's gonna feel a little off camber. It will be a little off camber, but not too bad. Just a little bit. And I'm sure he's gonna tell me to stop here in a second while he figures out where we're gonna go. See, I'd go right like where he's standing. I would go up that way and try to keep my tires on the edges of both those rocks. Let's see what he tells me to do. Okay, he says hug this wall and come that way. So that's what we're gonna do. And see, again, I would have done that totally different, and I would have probably got myself in so much trouble. Okay, so we're gonna do that, which means I need to come over here and approach it a little different. And this feels really weird, guys. I'm like way off camber. But it's bringing it down, and he's letting me know that I'm doing okay. He's gonna tell me if I need to turn or... I'm not even looking where I'm going right now. I'm literally just watching him. So when you have a spotter, you shouldn't be watching the rocks. It's really hard not to. But it's really hard not to watch the rocks and to watch your spotter instead. And I'm gonna have to take a back up here, and it's 1 point, no worries. So I'm showing you how not to do it. So I'm just getting realigned. I gotta go full driver now so that I can get to where I need to be. And then I'll go to right about Dwayne's area, straighten up. Because he can see what my tires are doing when I can't.
Try not to run over your spotter.
Yeah, don't run over your spotter. And right in front of us is the road. So I just drove the second half of Pumpkin Smasher, and y'all came along for the ride. I just wanted to say thank y'all. Tell me how I did. Leave me a comment, and until later, you know, as always, love you.